Alright, nails of India. So in this video, we'll cover the entire thing, like what a missile is, what are the types of missiles, what type of missile does India have, and what are the technological advancements that are happening in missiles right now, and where does India stand? Alright, so see this missiles of India. First of all, this was under the IGMDP. Now, what this IGMDP is? IGMDP is Integrated Guided Missile Development Program. Alright, so under this program, जितने भी हमारे इंडिया के मिसाइल्स बनते हैं, that are under the IGMDP. Alright. Now, you must be wondering what actually a missile is. Missile का definition जो है, that is not very much important. हालांकि आजकल everyone knows what actually missiles are. But for just a clear understanding, missiles are just guided airborne ranged weapon which are capable of self-propelled flight or usually by a jet or a motor rocket. Alright, so I'll just quickly write that down. Guided airborne ranged weapon that are capable of self-propelled flight, usually by a jet or a rocket motor. This is basically the definition of a missile. Now we'll know the types of missiles, irrespective of we are having it or not. Alright. So first is on the basis of speed. Okay. And second is on the basis of trajectory. Third is on the basis of launch mode. On the basis of launch mode. And then there comes guidance systems. Guidance system. And then propulsion. Then comes the tactical. Alright. Based on strategic importance. Now, what these actually are. So, let us quickly understand all these types on the basis of speed, on the basis of trajectory, on the basis of launch mode, the guidance system, the propulsion, and then comes the tactical importance, then the based on the strategic importance. Alright, on the basis of speed, we can say if it is three types, which is subsonic, then comes the supersonic, then comes hypersonic missiles. A missile. See, this, I'll just make a quick sketch of a missile. See, this is a missile, and in here we have this first part. This part is known as the warhead, alright, and the rest, and this part is known as the control and guidance. Control and guidance, alright, and these are known as the wings, of course. These are known as the fins, and in between it, I'll just make it quickly. In between, there is a propulsion system, alright. So, alright, so this is an entire missile, and this part is known as the propulsion system, which is in between propulsion system, and this plays a very important role. This part, which is having the fuel, and this is the actually launch part. This is the fuel, and this is control and guidance. Every part I've showed you: propulsion system, fins, wings, warhead, the control and guidance, and the fuel. And the propulsion system is actually this part. This right here is the propulsion system. So this is how a missile looks like. And there we have the different parts which are known as the guidance system. And then we have the targeting system. Then we have the flight system. Then we have the engine. And at last we have the warhead. All right. So these are the major parts of or components of what a missile actually looks like. Doesn't matter how advanced a missile is or whether how primarily a missile is being designed, but this is the basic structure of a missile. You need to remember this part only and nothing else. All right. Now let's come down to know. We'll just quickly summarize about the. And now this was actually the basics of missiles, and now we'll move towards the Indian part. All right. What are the successful missile programs? See, the first part, which I've showed you already, is the IGMDP, which is the Integrated Guided Missile Development Program. That is the Integrated Guided Missile Development Program. All right, and this was constituted in 1983, and this was under the DRDO, which is the Defense Research and Development Organization. This was actually done to, to establish indigenous missile development capabilities. All right, this was to establish indigenous missile development capabilities. And few examples, if you like to state, in this part of the under the IGMDP are the missiles known as the Prithvi, Akash, Nag, Trishul, or the Agni series, which you have seen. So I'll just quickly write it down. They are first is the Prithvi, then we have the Akash, and then the Nag, and then the Trishul. Then comes the Agni series, which is Agni 1, 2, and 3. Alright, so these are few examples under the IGMDP program.